GN311-002 DNA fingerprinting analysis. It was a rainy day. Benny had gone to an inside gym to get some exercise. Everyone was minding their own business, doing their own thing, when, with a clap of thunder, the lights went out. Seconds later, the lights came back on, giving way to a startling scream. Turning their heads, everyone saw what had caused Dog to scream. On the ground lay Pig, dead in a pool of blood. "Have no fear, Detective Palm is on the job." Detective Palm noticed 2 hairs upon Pig's stomach. "This is how I will determine who the unsub is," he proclaimed. Detective Palm took the 2 hairs and amplified their DNA for 2 different VNTR loci, which were run on 2 different gels, creating a DNA fingerprint. The suspects were the other people in the gym at the time. Of those 4 suspects, 1 was the unsub. With the DNA fingerprint analysis, the detective will be able to determine who is the unsub based on whose DNA bands match the bands of the hair sample at both VNTR loci. The victim's DNA bands match the bands for hair sample 2 at both VNTR loci. So, we can determine that hair sample 2 belongs to the victim, which means that hair sample 1 belongs to our unsub. Suspect 1 had 1 band that matches hair sample 1, but not both at VNTR locus 1. But at VNTR locus 2, both bands from suspect 1 match the bands from hair sample 1. Suspect 1 cannot be the unsub since his bands did not match up with the bands of hair sample 1 at both VNTR loci. Suspect 2 matches both bands to hair sample 1's bands at VNTR locus 1. Suspect 2's bands also match both hair sample 1 bands at VNTR locus 2. This makes suspect 2 our unsub. We are still going to compare the other suspects to be thorough and complete in our investigation. Suspect 3 bands at VNTR locus 1 match the hair sample 1's bands, but his bands at VNTR locus 2 do not match hair sample 1's bands, so suspect 3 is not our unsub. Suspect 4 DNA's bands do match hair sample 1 bands at VNTR locus 1. At VNTR locus 2, one of suspect 4's band matches with hair sample 1's band, but not both, so suspect 4 is not our unsub. Detective Palm also determined that suspect 1 and suspect 4 are father and son. This is because they have at least 1 band at both VNTR loci that is the same, shown here and here. Therefore, it was concluded that suspect 4 is the father of suspect 1. With the results from the DNA fingerprint analysis, Detective Palm was able to arrest suspect 2. When asked why he killed the victim, all suspect 2 had to say was, "The voices in my head told me to." Thanks for watching.